Culture and History. The History of Soldiers Speak, Chapter 2. As he approached his 60th year, rumors swelled that the corruption in Warden Commander Asturian's blood was beginning to take its toll. According to reports from that time, the commander experienced terrifying waking dreams and had his name whispered from the dark corners of Soldiers Peak. It is said that Asturian would spend hours locked up alone in the great hall of the base, muttering to himself, though no one was ever able to make out what he was saying. Many also believe that Asturian began in secret to draw up plans to expand his fortress, adding to it hidden passages and alcoves, all to protect himself from the shadows that pursued him. No one knows whether Asturian was able to complete his project, for his deterioration had become obvious to anyone who spent any amount of time with him. He was quickly replaced by Warden Commander Frida Harwick. Asturian was taken to Ozama, where he submitted to the calling, the last rite of the Grey Wardens, and went to his death with honor. The History of the Grey Wardens in Ferelden by Brother Jenny TV Chantry Scholar. The History of Soldiers Peak, Chapter 3. After Asturian's death, the rumors and theories became increasingly outlandish. One of the more ridiculous rumors told of Asturian's infatuation with an elven princess of law whom he was trying to resurrect in a secret ritual chamber through the use of blood magic and the princess's favorite food, raspberry jam. Warden Commander Frida Harwick launched a thorough investigation into Asturian's secret plans, but was unable to uncover any evidence that anything in Soldiers Peak had been changed. Commander Harwick declared that the rumors about Asturian were a slight on his memory and that anyone found repeating them would be harshly punished. The stories were thus silenced. From the History of Grey Wardens in Ferelden by Brother Jenny TV Chantry Scholar. The History of Soldiers Peak, Chapter 4. There was a mystery, however, that persisted, and this mystery perplexed even Commander Harwick herself. When Commander Asturian went to his calling in the deep roads, he did not have in his hand his sword, Asturian's might, forged for him by the dwarven smiths and presented to him upon the completion of Soldiers Peak, nor did he pass the sword on to his successor or to any Grey Warden. While some maintained that Asturian had simply destroyed the sword in his dotage, others believed he stashed it away somewhere in Soldiers Peak. One young warden claimed that Asturian had once grabbed him by the shoulders, fixed him with an unwavering gaze, and said, "This sword will remind you what it is to be a warden. Speak earth to me when the shadows come. You must speak the words." What this was supposed to mean was never made clear. From the History of the Grey Wardens in Ferelden by Brother Jenny TV Chantry Scholar. Characters. Sophia Dryden. Addendum. King Arland had driven the Grey Wardens from Ferelden, and after the siege of Soldiers Peak the base was abandoned. When Soldiers Peak was finally entered again, the first time in centuries, it was discovered that Sophia Dryden had been possessed by a demon. Notes. A letter from Bann, Mathuin, Wulff. Sophia, Ruan and his entire family have been slaughtered, even the children. The Ruan line is no more, and the Arling belongs to the crown for now. Arland believed Ruan was plotting against him. Ruan criticized the king's spending on winter scent. That is all. It was an idle word, spoken out of turn. The king goes too far. His brain is filled with madness, and he clings to the crown like a drowning man clutches at a straw. Sophia, I beg you, help us. If nothing is done, more will suffer. Your humble servant, Wulff. Wulff. Avernus' notes. The taint allows us to sense the darkspawn. The longer we survive with the taint in our blood, the more potent it becomes. Unfortunately, this corruption will eventually overwhelm the warden. Over time, it devours both mind and body, leaving nothing. But what if the spread of the corruption could be stopped or contained in some way? What if the warden could become more powerful without having that power kill him? How great would that power be? Would it be enough to stop the demons? The joining ritual is crude. We take into ourselves the blood of the darkspawn in the most obvious way. Most die from the corruption immediately. It is after all poison. There must be some way to refine the joining. Isolate the true power that is found in darkspawn blood and leave behind the evil that kills us. I can feel the corruption starting to take its toll on my body. I must not succumb. There's too much work to be done. Through my magic I've been able to slow the inevitable spread, but not stop it completely. I'm starting to hear things, even while awake, a voice more beautiful than any other that calls to me from the depths. In my dreams I see the Black City, and I am drawn towards it. There is something there, an answer to what this taint is. This taint that we share with the Darkspawn. From the Notes of Avernus. A plea from Commander Athlar. Or Athlar, probably. So to speak, is more than we bargained for. There is a sinister magic at work here. The men are seeing things and cannot tell nightmares from reality. The fallen return to life to attack again and again, and we are assaulted by dark creatures the likes of which I have never seen. Whoever is responsible is intent on destroying us all, the King's army and the Grey Wardens both. Send help. We cannot last much longer. Commander Athlar. Return to Ostagar. Credits. What? With all due respect, I'm not reading that out.